So I recently discovered how to grow bismuth crystals like this. I'm kind of fascinated with how rare bismuth is in relation to some precious metals and how inexpensive it is. And while I hold on to it, I might as well play with it a little bit. But one unanswered question that I do want to see sometime in my lifetime answered is what happens when a bismuth crystal like this decays radioactively over, 19 billion years. That was the half-life. Now obviously the solar system won't be here to see that, so we'll have to launch this into intergalactic space at least, right? Because even the Milky Way and Andromeda are going to collide. And so we'll launch this aboard Voyager 3, and hopefully by the time Voyager 3 is launched, we can figure out how to fly past another solar system to give it a boost enough to fly out of the Milky Way. But it dawned on me there's another way to answer this question that I was too stupid to think of when I posed it. There's other isotopes of bismuth that we can use that decay a whole lot faster, that we could grow a crystal out of and watch as it decays. Now the problem with that is we got bismuth 207, which has a half-life of 31.55 years, probably too short to make a crystal. Bismuth 208 is probably the most promising. That's about 300,000 some years. That would probably allow us to see a sizable amount of change. I know thorium sometimes changes colors as it decays if you have thorium glass. Problem with bismuth 208 is that it's not an alpha decay, but close enough, right? And then there's bismuth 210, which has a half-life of 5.012 days. Assuming you could do it you can grow the crystal in the lab like a real fast speed, right? And then you could watch it decay. Problem is that at such a high decay rate, it's going to heat up quite a bit, right? And then there's potentially other elements that have similar chemical properties to bismuth that might form crystals in the same way, right? Moscovian was only recently discovered, but all the half-lives are too short. But I think it's much more feasible to get something with too short a half-life than for too long, right? Let's face it, 19 billion years, nothing's going to last. Probably even the universe may not last that long, right? The other possibility is to put that crystal into some kind of time warp, right? Gravity or relativistic travel. You get the idea, right? But I would love to see a bismuth crystal decay before my eyes. If anybody has a solution to this, feel free to leave a comment.